Hello, and welcome back from Rainy. I don't remember what we named our place here, but welcome back to our little village. I'm just gonna give you a coverage what we're doing. We have a little bit of big fields here. This is the only farming we have. We have a farming hut here. We have a couple of trees and housing, a lot of housing. I wanted to open this video with something that I should be doing way more, not way more, I should be doing this constantly and I just don't, and some of you guys deserve better. I'm just gonna call out some of the people who donated to the channel, because this is the first time I'm actually taking some of the money out of that you contributed to, because of the dying PC that Oolykee has to bury and wish it farewell. That would be Chib, Kaya, and the Kopti. Thank you so much. And Angry Old Man, don't think I forgot about you. You're the biggest Patreon contributor, so thank you so much for that. The a couple of other things, that would be buy me a coffee. There's enormous amounts of you guys there. I thank you. Like TF, I'm not gonna be calling out the names just because privacy thing. Lance, Old Gala being the top runner there. Gary, we have Kakava Coffee, and then we have the just let me go real quickly through this. Aya, I still remember you. Thank you so much for everything. TF as well. TF, thank you. And we have the Plastic Putin. We all know who that is. Mr. Moore, of course, a legendary. BC74 SJ, he was one of the big supporters and critics of the channel back in the day. Mr. M, Mr. Marcus. And then we have the Beetlejuice, and of course the jewel in the crown, that would be Old Gala. Thank you guys for all the support you gave me. I'm still working on the video or segment of the videos where I'm gonna be thanking you about this. Small interruption later. Also I should be focusing on that, finishing that, because this is important for me. Because this channel wouldn't exist without you guys, and obviously the quality of the videos probably would be way worse. I don't know if you can see, I'm still playing on the old PC, but there's a lot of glitching happening, especially when I'm playing alone without recording. It's a little bit more bearable, but unfortunately I have a fact that the graphics card that I'm using, 1080, that is 5.5 years old, 6 years in December, is gonna be on its last legs. But anyway, for more details, on the Discord channel I will post stuff that I purchased and how much I paid for everything, but it's gonna be 1,400 euros for processor, graphics card, motherboard, power supply, and I forgot there's 5 things. Not RAMs, not hard drives. I'm gonna be recycling those. So graphics card, power supply, motherboard, processor, and one more thing, I forgot what. Anyway, I think it's the the thermal paste. I think I ordered that just on a safe side. Anyway, to be on a safe side, usually it's included, but you never know these days. Anyway, the next steps for us in this episode is gonna be continuing, first of all, management of the settlement. I did build a couple of houses here and a big warehouse. I'm just gonna go for escape, and I'm gonna go through the photo mode just to show you. I don't know if there's any better way to do this, but just to show you, this is, I think, now paused. Wow, I hit the roof. You can hit the roof. This is our little settlement. In photo mode you can fly around and see. You can't really go too far, but this is our settlement. This is where everything started, in this central part here. The fishing hut was built later on, but it did start from that area there. We expanded a couple of smaller houses on the hillside. That was really nice. Now it was replaced by big houses, which I found out that they are not really so necessary anymore, that the smaller ones, sorry, the medium-sized houses are perfectly fine for them. So I'm gonna continue building medium-sized houses. I will not remove smaller ones until I'm really bored, because it takes a long time to build a house. I can tell you that it took me, for these 2 houses here, just these 2, it took me like 2 hours to build not only the houses, it's also the ornaments, the stuff that we need for the people, like insulation, the shutters, blinds for the windows, everything. And a lot of this initially went to me running to the storage, and then I decided just to build storage here, because this is going to be the next stage of our expansion. It's going to be building more housing around the lake. I think we're going to go around the lake. You can see on the other side of the lake we have also a couple of medium-sized houses next to 4 big houses, and some of the industries on the hillside. A lot of this stuff is going to be rebuilt eventually. But yeah, anyway, in this episode we're gonna be covering some of the basics. I did do reshuffling of our workers. Maybe we can go somewhere dry. By the way, we got, I think I told you that we got eventually a second donkey. So we have 2 donkeys. This is the geese. They're still sleeping. We have a donkey here. That's a second one. That's a female donkey. We have a couple of pigs, only 2 for now. We're waiting for them to breed. They're producing enough manure for us, which is really great. This is new horse paddocks. We don't have any horses. I do have sheep though. We have sheep. Let's go in the first person view and let's see. Oh, look at the cute tails. Female. Oh no, this is a ram. That's a male. And a sheep, female. Okay. And this is their little house where they're gonna be. I will just show you this is extended this animal kind of enclosure. Now we have again, this is geese from the back, this is the donkeys, we have the, what's gonna call it, the pigs over here, horses, and sheep. They can all be together. I don't see any problems. It's not like we are raising wolves and foxes and chickens in the same paddock. An expansion of this, I don't know. We'll see where we're gonna expand eventually, but the warehouse here is extremely temporary. This is like those construction sites, modern construction sites, when you see a lot of vehicles and stuff happening. This is it. This is those containers where the designers are. This is where our resources are. So we're going to be expanding the neighborhoods in this direction. I'm going to be chopping down some of the trees. This is the flattest area around here. If we go to a map, you can see here hilliness, the gray. Hilliness, and even these fields are quite steep hill. I'm not even sure if I would be able to build any buildings here, and we have a lot of problems building on this slope here, so this is also kind of no-go zone. So housing, where I see it expanding is in this direction. I'm gonna keep close to the main roads, and then in this direction here again, the hillside is a little bit steep. We have a couple of, oh yeah, this is something we're gonna talk in this episode about. Sales, sell. I think I built 2 more stalls where we're selling stuff. One of them is unselected. We still don't know what we're gonna sell there. I think it has a worker, but we need to select, and this is what is gonna be management wise. This is the resources. I think we're only selling I don't remember what we're selling even here, but let's see the materials that we're selling here. Can I see through here? I think we can. Let's go and check it out. So in this one we are selling, yeah, we were selling actually everything. So I went to see what we have a lot of. I just wanted our seller to be on 100%. So you can see here that we have a lot of fertilizer, we have a lot of flax seeds. I just don't want to sell too many of them. We need the flax seeds to seed for the next season as well. We have a lot of firewood, so we have sales of this 10% firewood, 50% flax seeds. You can see that actually they're selling the same amount, so that would be 60%. 2 of those. We have feathers, 5%, just 11.5 feathers. We have 500 of them, just so we keep the ball rolling, so the seller gets experience, and we are lowering the amount of stuff in the warehouse. You can see here that we're going to be lowering, this is not kilo wise, which is probably something that I would be interested in, but it's quantity wise. They are not, one of these is not 1 kilo, unfortunately, because I need to sell a lot of it. Flax seeds are next to no weight of firewood compared to logs. It's high, it's low weight compared to logs. Then we have wooden bowls. I don't think we're using any of them. I think this is some of the things that we're gonna have to rethink now. So if we go to our production, wooden bowls, I'm not even sure what we're using the wooden bowls for, but let's see what we're making here. You can see here we have one wooden bowl. I will go to the bowls are usually used in the kitchen. Let's see, scrambled eggs. You can see here that the scrambled eggs need a wooden bowl. The problem with this is I don't think we're producing enough, and I think should I be selling them then? I don't know. We have a lot of them, so I'm fine with trying to sell them, and then if we have a problem, we're gonna rebalance everything again. So in this case here with the workshop, we are producing wooden bowls. We are producing clay vases. I'm gonna lower this just because I have another thing that we gonna be doing shortly, and that would be the wooden plates because we have a new food on the menu. So let's say 3 wooden plates per day. I did build a lot of wood plates myself off screen, just because we are starting to have really nice food on the menu. That would be the roasted meat with gravy. Gravy being, show you, here we go, meat with gravy. You need roasted meat for this, and you need onions. We have a lot of onions. I'm not gonna be selling any basic foods. I'm gonna try to add value to everything that we do. I think I stopped selling the roasted meats as well. Let's see this, services. So we have a food stall. What are we selling in the food stall? We're selling, as I said, roasted meat. On the food stall, we will be selling food. This is where the episode comes into play. Is I would like to be selling value-added products. Unfortunately, our current production of, let's say, food is lower than expected, because we are still not feeding our own people with complex foods. We are producing this is one of the things that we're going to do in this episode as well, and probably next one. We're going to be making more food production. So we're going to just cover the food production that we have. That would be in 2 kitchens. So one kitchen is producing the roasted meat, decent amount, not anymore. We're balancing it with meat with gravy. You can see here that only 1 roasted meat is required, and we are producing 18.5 roasted meats. So that means most of it is gonna go here. We are producing a little bit over, but that's fine. We can be selling a lot of roasted meat because we have a lot of roasted meat. It requires wooden plates as well, and then we have scrambled eggs that require wooden bowls. But I can tell you, our own people, when they're consuming the scrambled eggs, they return the bowl. I'm not sure if the seller, when he sells the scrambled eggs and meat with gravy, they do not return the bowl. So potentially we're gonna run into the impasse where we're gonna have to produce more bowls. But that's fine. Bowls and the plates, they only need the logs, and we need to make it in the workshop, which I think it's not gonna be a big deal eventually. So these are the things, added value foods that we are currently producing. That would be 17.2 meats with gravy per day, and we are producing 21.77 scrambled eggs per day. I'm not gonna touch this anymore, because this is how many eggs we are producing at the moment, until our people get higher skills. And I didn't turn on the muse. Sorry about that. I'm gonna just turn on the music real quickly. And see, accept changes. There we go. And yeah, so this is the food wise in kitchen 1. Kitchen 2 has productivity of pottage and stew. So these are the other 2 things that we are producing. Carrots, they need raw meat, 2 raw meats, 2 carrots, and a wooden bowl. Again, a wooden bowl. If we are currently just consuming all of that, our own people. Pottage as well. Pottage is cabbage and meat. We have a lot of those as well. I'm just gonna cover the. I'm just gonna show you the. Kitchen 1. How much raw meat are they consuming? 1856, and the second one is consuming 42. 1856. That would be 60. Let's say 60 and a half. When you combine those 2, we need to have at least 60 extra meat from hunting. if we go to production in hunting, you can see here that we are producing dry meat. Here it needs to be extra 60. We do have demands. We are producing 180, but we are consuming 54, and then that means that we have 126 meat. I'm not sure if this is the only place where we're using meat. We have it for roasting, and we have it for drying here. I think I'm gonna leave it, or we said 60. We need 60. We have 120. Because we have a lot of dry meat as well. I'm thinking about maybe starting to sell dry meat as well. So if we go for food stall, let's see what we have on menu. Roasted meats a lot and dried meat. Whoa, 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 what, did you see that? Did you see that? 1,800. So we have as much roasted meat as we have dried meat. So I'm going to go 50-50 on these, just because this is the majority of our storage, and some of it might be lacking in quality over time. So I think it would be better if we start lowering this. I can manually go and start selling these, but for now, I think I'm going to do it this way. Dry meat are selling a little bit slower, but because the traders are working at 100% constantly, I bet they will be increasing eventually when their skill increases. Other things, looks like everything is around 0. I'm not going to go any further down, but you can see here stew. We have stew, bucket of water. We will not be selling that. Dry fish, maybe I'm gonna be consuming a lot of dry fish. And then we have 400 meats. So these meats are kind of worrying, so I'm thinking about going into the hunting lodge, and we said 60.5. We need 60.5 meat, so I was thinking of maybe lowering this, maybe like this. Let's see how much we're gonna get. 63 extra meat. I think this would be it. So 63, we need 1, 2, and can we do 1, 2? Let's see how much we're gonna end up with now. 72 meat. So a couple of meat more extra, or maybe can we do one more here? 1 and 1. 58. No, I would rather have more than less. So let's go like this. There we go. So I think this is gonna be more balanced. We have complaints about production. We have complaints in farming and animal husbandry. So let's see what the problem is here. We have fold, no animals. Okay, so this is whoa, what? Well, that's sheep, right? Well, yeah, I think you have animals. What? Bucket of milk. I thought we can get sheep milk or something. Okay, is fold not only for, is it for cows as well or something, or goats? I am not 100% sure. It looks like we're gonna have to focus on wool. And this brings us to another thing that we need to produce now. If we go to 100% wool, yes, we need to start processing this wool. This is gonna be 11 wool per day. Bear in mind that this is farmer skill 3 again, which is very low. We need to process this in, I think, production, and then we have sewing hut. Sewing, we have linen. I am not gonna touch this is working fine, and the rest of it for fur boots. And then we have this one. I think we have only fur boots being made here, which again we are selling all of it, I think, in the stall, which is fine. The thing is, I think for the wool, I think we're gonna have to go and create another sewing hut. So this is something that we need to focus on today, sewing hut. We need to get a couple of more people as well. Let's go with sewing. One other thing that I didn't address here, that would be the third selling stall. I have no idea what to put here, but we can go and explore what we can put here. Tools. I don't think I'm going to be selling tools because I think I'm using all of them. Clothes we are selling already. Resources, foods, and herbs. Again, even herbs, you can see here that we have like flowers and stuff. All of those I consider to be basic materials for production, and I don't want to sell like dandelions and stuff because we already have system in place where we're gonna be getting more for our buck, more bang for our buck, if that's a word. I would like to focus on that. These wooden tools, they're just in minuscule amounts, and altogether tools, I think we are using a lot of it, so I don't think we can actually sell any of this stuff. So this gives us, this tells us that this maybe tool stall that we have here now might be a little bit too much for us. That means that I can put this as a food stall instead of tool stall, because we have a lot of food that I would like to get rid of. So if we go for a tool stall and change it into food stall, and we start selling some of the excess stuff that we have. Again, eggs, onions, cabbage, carrots, I will not touch that. Meats, no. Dry meats and roasted meats, these are the things I would like to focus on initially, just because we have so many of it. So I would like to go, can you just scroll like in half or something? No. Looks like it's gonna be... Oh, what did I do? Okay. Let's just continue pressing F to, let's say, 50%. And then the second 50% is going to be dried meat, just because we have so many of it and we are producing enough to satisfy our current consumption. So I think we're going to be fine with that. So food stall getting us another 170 dinars or something. How are we going to call this? Dollars. And that would be about it. So we have another complaint about the barn 1. Barn 1 saying that we have no resources for animal feed. That would be oat grain. That is quite unfortunate. I will go and just address the issue in storage. Do we have any oat in storage? I would say no. I'm pretty sure that oat is being planted now, that is harvested in next season. Or was it planted in spring? But, oh, oat would be in the big storage. Okay, let's do that then. In the big storage. That will be here. Oat. That would be under these. If we go all the way down and check just to be on the safe side, there's no oat under O. There's other seeds and grains, so that means that oat is going to be a challenge. And now let's go into management and see the fields. Fields are named what is going to be planted there. So here you can see that this one is unsown. Okay, that's a problem. Looks like... Where are we supposed to be sowing this? Wait, is it unsown? Let's do inspection of the fields themselves, because I would like us to get the everything in ground what needs to be in ground. Look at our beautiful hops. Eventually we're gonna have some beers. Unsown requires bag and seeds. This is where the oat is supposed to be. Okay, so we have a problem with oats. I think we are consuming too many oats for the animal food production. So this is something that I'm thinking that we're gonna have to address sooner rather than later. Oh, where's Donkey? Here we go. I think I'm gonna go and grab some the neighboring villages. There's 2 of them close by that have the sellers of the stuff that we need. That would be Denica, and we have Gostovia. We are literally in the middle between 2. I think I want to go to... Let's go to Gostovia first. Actually, I'm going to do this off screen. I don't want to do it now. Let me just check real quickly. On my Discord, I have the schedule for planting. That would be oats are supposed to be planted in spring and harvested in fall. Are we now in spring? I don't think so. Did we miss it then? Summer. Maybe we missed it. Maybe I didn't pay attention to this, that oats were not planted. Let's go and check our management and the fields. These should be the oats, right? Oh no, it's not. Okay. So I might be having a problem with planting. Maybe it was selected wrongly on my side, that we're gonna be missing harvest of oats, but that's not a problem. We can plant these fields with something else. So I'm just checking my my schedule for planting, and that would be oats and rye would be combination on this field. And looks like we missed the planting for oats in spring. Now it's summer, we can replace it with cabbage. Yay, more cabbage. And that would definitely help us. Right, okay. I'm gonna end it here. We're gonna go and get some maybe cabbage. No, we don't need to go then to there. We can just do and plant the cabbage here, and then hopefully we're not gonna miss it next year. Regarding the animal food, looks like I'm gonna be doing that. Animal food is gonna be done manually, purchased, or I'm gonna get resources and then make it myself. But for now, we're gonna skip this, which is not a problem. Because our animals don't consume a lot of food, and I'm pretty sure I will be able to find all the food for the animals from the other villages wherever I can. But again, sounds like wherever I can that it's not going to be plausible. I'm pretty sure that everything is going to be fine. I just have to pay a little bit more attention to this in the future, so we don't miss planting of oats. Oh no, this is a big field of cabbage. That's gonna be so much fun. No, we're just gonna have so much cabbage. Okay, so cabbage soup for everybody. Escape F, and that's it. Okay, so our farmers have a job to do. I'm gonna be standing here and overlooking that they don't miss the planting of cabbage this season, so that's gonna be fun. Probably I'm gonna be helping them as well. Anyway, leaving it here, I'm gonna say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it, and if you want to support the channel, see you in the next one. Bye bye.